Hey, I'm Pastor Fred. This is The Follow Through. Great to have you with us. Hit that subscribe button and share this with someone in your life. We're going through the Being Challenge. We are in day number 9. And this whole week we're talking about community, committing to community. God did not mean for us to be by ourselves, to be without help, but people around us bring us hope. And today we're going to talk about how community can help us to find our purpose. Because think about it, how can you serve people if you're not with people? How are you going to find those opportunities and be encouraged if you're not with people? That's kind of the point, right? And so we're going to be in James chapter 1. We're going to look at verse 27. And James says it this way. He says, religion that is pure and undefiled before God the Father is this, right? So if you want to look at like, what's a good version of religion, it's this: to visit orphans and widows in their affliction and to keep one unstained from the world. So to live for Christ, right? To live His way, saying no to sin, saying, you know what, that's not a part of my life. I hate that. I want to know Him. He's given me hope, and that's what I want for my life. And I'm going to take care of the people in the world around me that don't have someone to help them and to speak for them. Widows and orphans are probably at the top of that list, probably the most important. And let's face it, there's needs around us all over the place, and that's where we're in community. Think about this. You have all the people that maybe you know, but then all the people that all those other people know. And so there's no end to the needs, is there? And again, that can be sort of exhausting, but it's also, again, helps us to focus in on our purpose, to make a difference in the lives of those people in any way that we can. Zach points out some statistics in the reading today. It says in the United States, 70% of people are unhappy in their careers and they aren't motivated by what they do. And 98% of people die without fulfilling their dreams. So there's a sense that yeah, God is calling me to do something else, but well, I don't think I can do it. Now, what if we were a group of people that said, hey, you know what? Jesus called us to follow Him. And so no matter what we do, as long as we're following Him, we're not going to die without realizing what God has really called us to do. That's better than a dream, I think. That's a reality rooted in God's Word, rooted in His truth. And the dream part is maybe that it feels unattainable. But again, if I'm following Him and if He's leading me in that direction, see how that works? And for all of us, if we could help each other to discover what that is. Because I think that's how we find like where our strengths are. We find out maybe where our weaknesses are. And so together, as a group, we kind of encourage each other. So let's look at that and our challenge for today. Find people who are living for a noble cause and join them. Right? Hopefully our church and hopefully the church maybe that you're watching does that. But what really gets you going, right? The challenge part says what really pulls on your heartstrings, what makes you maybe upset, makes you angry, what gets you excited, what makes you sad when you see it happening in the world. Now again, we're all going to have different levels of what we can do, and I think that's the important thing to see. And that's why God puts us together, right? You may not have any finances or any power to affect change maybe in that area. But you totally have some things that you can do, some people that you can encourage, some people that you can pray. Maybe you have the resources, maybe you have the finances, maybe that's your role. We got to get away from thinking, oh man, I can't do it because I can't do everything. No, that's why there's community. Together we make a huge, huge difference. Okay, so let's spend our day today encouraging. Let's find somebody who's involved in something and say, hey, how can I help? What can I do? What kind of difference can I make in what you're involved in? All right, we'll see you next time for another video follow through.